My name is Rhapsody, welcome back! Alright, continuing the lit streak. Should be episode 10 of the lit streak, I think now? Might be 11. Luxon cannon and the budget revolver with sunglasses. Alright. Not a huge fan of what's going on so far, but that's okay. So few runs are defined by the starting items in them. I don't actively drop sunglasses anymore. Used to get rid of them basically as soon as I saw them. I'm more chill with them now. Well, mostly because they could have a synergy with something. They provide coolness, which is good, but also they're kind of reliable as a time-slowing mechanic. Wow, yeah, sure, just go straight to the boss. I still do want to force weapons at this point. They're kind of reliable as a time-slowing mechanic. Just because there's an obvious trigger, which makes them much easier to manage. Rather than something like a blue Guanstone that stops time when it or you get... Ha! I think that extra blank was necessary there. That was really annoying. Yep. Alright, now we should be comfy. Just stay at a reasonable distance. And don't do stupid dodges like that, Ryan. God. Oh, that was awful. Fight's wrapped up, though. Ooh, okay. I do like the big iron. It's not particularly accurate, but nor is the Luxon cannon. This is less accurate, though, but it's also more powerful. Big Iron has a lot of synergies that I'm interested in. I'd really like to get Iron Stance, and I'd really like to get... There's another synergy that just turns it into Iron Slugs, like a single slug. That's a bunch of accuracy, obviously, because there's no longer 3 separate shots, but instead one single slug that just goes bang on to the target you specified. That said, here in the early game, because there's so few enemies, I can just stand up close and personal, ensuring all slugs hit. A lot like that. And it's not too much of a problem at this point. Can't be north. That wall decoration just means it's not a secret room. Wall decoration and things being directly in front of, that is to say breakables, being directly in front of where you suspect the secret room to be, typically mean it's not there. Breakables, if there's only like one thing that's kind of blocking it-ish, but off to the side, that can still be a secret room. But breakables directly in the center means, nope, no secret room here. Ooh, key shop, always. Oh my god! I need the ability to steal, and I need it right now. Or I need 5 more keys. 4 if we count that I'll definitely buy the one from the shop, which is definitely the case. If I could have the A key, break key synergy here on the first floor, what? That's incredible. Didn't even spawn with either of the items in it or the ability to steal. That said, I am currently getting a little ahead of myself. It's possible I don't even get it, so. Hell, it's actually possible at this point that I get none of them. Yeah, think about that one for a second. Don't be just another secret room. Thank you. Another combat room. I desperately need a key. That's just gonna be the item room. Yep. Well, it's now of vital importance that I find this secret room. Found it. Can I damage myself in this room? No, not naturally. I mean, I'm definitely buying a key this floor, right? I'm definitely buying a blank. Hopefully, I mean, Winchester should be like 20, 25 or something this floor. Open this. It's just another blank. Damn. All right. Um... So the next order of business should be going to Winchester. Now, interestingly enough, I might want to fail 2 shots here purposefully, because blue chests and green chests are both lousy with things that allow you to steal, but the red chest pool, I think, only has Predator that allows you to steal, and then I think there's literally nothing in the black chest pool that allows you to steal, so I probably do want to miss a couple of these. Whoops. Don't give me red. Okay, green. Green is good. Nope. That's not helpful. Okay, then I need to just open each of these chests and hope that one of them gives me a stealing item. Key and a sling. Not a stealing item. Here's the key back at least, though. Cursed bullets. Not a stealing item. That's a synergy with something I have. Luxon cannon. Alright. It's really, really hard to see the skeleton key and a key both on the same floor and just turning both of them down. That's hard. Take the Book of Chest Anatomy. Yeah, I'm gonna be short on ability to kill. Well, short on ability to benefit from chests because I don't have infinite keys. Oh, God. Missing out on both of those. Oh. So you spawn with a key, and I found a key in the shop. So no keys dropped on that floor, and I found no key bullet kin. Not great. I don't know exactly what's happened to the Luxon cannon. I suspect it has extra damage. I've heard of this synergy. I think a lot of things trigger this synergy. Luxon cannon. Pretty much like any cursed item, I think, does it. No, it's just Noxon cannon, shadow bullets, or cursed bullets. It turns grey and the lasers deal 25% more damage. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I do have cursed bullets, so that's neat. By the way, someone recently said that cursed bullet gives you 2 points of curse. That's what I used to think as well, until someone said that it gave me 1 point of curse, and then I checked the wiki and it was like 1 point of curse. Pretty sure it's just the 1. And it's 10% damage up per point of curse, so it's just 20% damage up. It would be 20% damage up, rather. It's just 10% damage up at the moment. Gotta admit, I gave it absolutely all of my ability. My absolute all is how I should have phrased that. But I gave it my absolute all on that first floor to try and get the A key at the very least, if not A key and skeleton key. I was thinking get enough keys to get the A key, then use the A key to open the chest, see if you can also somehow steal the skeleton key. The synergy they have together creates the A key breaky, which is just an infinite ammunition AK-47 that shoots, I think, homing shots. So that would effectively, at that point, become the weapon we use for the rest of the run. I mean, if we can start picking up more curse, and especially just a little bit more accuracy, maybe a little bit more reload speed, all of that exists in the Galactic Medal, by the way, and military training. In fact, 2 of those exist in military training. And 2 of them exist in the Galactic Medal. But if we can get some combination of those stats up, then this could easily be our weapon for the entire run. I'd be happy to do that. Been a very long time since I've had a Luxon cannon run. Are you kidding me? It's not a common thing. And I think last time I did it, I did not actually have the Noxious Synergy. I think I just had like a bunch of stat ups. It was good. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to get me to open that, bud. Especially because I have the Book of Chests Demolition, so I can just blow it up and still get a pretty good result. I still need to force weapons, though, right? Next question is, do I still have the ability to force weapons? Have I already done something this floor that would jeopardize that? No, not according to the layout of the floor at the very least. I see you over there, Beholster, trying to hide out. Those bullets from the direction you're not expecting them are always the most potent ones. Like, sometimes you'll have some combination of shots in front of you that, oh, well, that's... I can see them coming, but I can't dodge them. But most of the time... it's, well, I can't see the bullet that hit me. At least at this point, for me. The fact that the final shot of this gun is penetrative actually means a lot. Especially in this combat, where it means that not only does it penetrate through those, but it can penetrate through the Beholster in order to kill the Beholstling. Thankfully, the Beholster didn't summon a Beholstling until way too late in that fight for it to actually make a difference. Bait Cannon, that's another good boss weapon for us. I mean, I say another good boss weapon. It's not like we already had one. Let's go pick up our free item first. Yep. Yikes. Secret room. It gives us a key at the very least. The shop on this floor is guaranteed to have to sell a key. First two shops have a guarantee that they have to sell a key. Let's go in for this. After we check the mimicry. Unicorn Horn, at least that's another point of curse. Also has a synergy. Huh. What? Unicorn Horn has a synergy with Luxon Cannon? Does it benefit the Luxon Cannon or does it benefit Unicorn Horn? If the player also has Unicorn Horn, Luxon Cannon gets 3 additional crystal shots at the end of every magazine, and the crystals burst into many more crystals. Additionally, when an enemy is killed with Crystal Horn, they explode into Luxon Cannon projectiles. Wow! We're getting a lot of synergies with Luxon Cannon now. Literally, the only synergy we don't have for Luxon Cannon at this point is Pig, but that only upgrades the Pig, and Elder Blank, but that just generates Glass Guan Stones. We have all of the synergies that affect what the Luxon Cannon does. That's pretty good. This is like the most powerful Luxon Cannon can be, you know, stats outside of it, at least. Oh wait, I already found the secret room. I don't know why I'm still checking. So this is a Pactive? I mean, lead skin. At least it refunded my key. Hot flips. What are you, Taka? Alright, let's bounce. Nothing? Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing to steal from. Alright, yeah, it's time to bounce. Yeah, we'll just go back to using the Luxon Cannon primarily. That said, like, this changes nothing about the Luxon Cannon for me a lot of the time, because a lot of the time I want to reload before it gets to those crystal shots. It does make it much more potent versus bosses, I'll say that much. It also probably means I should reload less. But I tend to just reload whenever I'm not in direct danger, just to prepare me for my next combat. Like that. Like, I do it by reflex. It can be so fun when you're reloading by reflex and you're still managing to hit the times on Cog of Battle, active reload. That can be so satisfying if you're in that flow. It can also be so disgruntling if you aren't, but I've managed to be in that flow state to hit the perfect reloads while fighting a couple times, and oh, it just feels great. I would like to be back there someday. I think I'll go to the Big Iron now. Make sure that only one pellet checks there. That mimicry. I mean, do I want extra guns at this point, or do I want extra passives? I think I want extra passives. I still think at this point I do want a full clear first, because it's possible the key bullet shop shows up again. Thank you for that ammo. Back in the Luxon cannon. Nothing doing here. Just check that real gently. If you ever get the Screecher, don't use it to check for mimicry. Word of the wise, it's a bad idea. That gun, it doesn't do much damage, but it clocks a lot of hits per second, and that's what it takes to kill a chest. Hell of a lot of dodge rolls there. Had to go off perfectly for us to not take damage in this room. I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah, I'm more than happy to just straight up spread bullets across the entire field there. Yes, those are cursed pots. I could stand in them and purposefully take curse just to get damage up, but I don't like doing that without something that I'm actually getting for the curse that I put in. A run has so many opportunities to gain curse. You don't need to waste that on gaining curse for something that you're not actually directly benefiting from. Ooh, that was a tricky one, trying to line those up after one another. Let's see if we can play the full song here. I've got 2 more blanks. I'm gonna keep it going. Damn it. I wanted to keep it going just to finish the song, but I also want to have enough ammo in this weapon to actually finish off the cannon Balrog. I almost full songed it. Almost. Good kill. Oh, that's our boss weapon. Stinger. Really, really good pickup there. I mean, basically at this point, literally, like, accuracy, reload speed, and damage. Damage can be gotten with curse. Reload speed is probably the hardest out of those to get. There's like significant reload speed upgrades. There's the reload stone, but that's a black tier passive. Passive active, sorry. That just has a passive effect of halving your reload times. Oiled cylinder, that's a blue chest pactive. Passive, but it's in the pactive set of chests. The Galactic Medal of Valor, which is a green pactive. And the Marines Training, which I think is blue? I always forget that one. It just shows up so rarely because it's one of the default items, one of the default characters. Alright. Or maybe it just shows up in a chest pool that I don't often check. So maybe it's a brown chest weapon. I say weapon, but it's passive again. What else affects your reload speed in this game? I actually don't know. To the point that I don't know if there are other things in the game that affect your reload speed. Is it just Oiled Cylinder, Reload Stone, Galactic Medal of Valor, and Marine Training? Hang on. Reload speed. Let's just have that load in the browser while I check out the shop. Ooh, Glass Cannon! I do like that, but that's another boss weapon, and I already have boss weapon. Oh. Well, look. Reload time is how the game refers to it. Reload time. Alright. Some synergies affect reload time. Synergies, Trank Gun, no. Yeah, all of these are just things that have synergies. The Cormorant, becoming the Cormorant, removes all reload time. Rolling Eye has a synergy that reloads. Yeah, there's look, there's apparently 500 entries on that page. I'm not going to check them all. Brick of cash. Yeah, sure. Let's find secret rooms. Do I have the ability to buy a key out here? I do. Well, it's key or glass cannon, though. I have enough bop weapons. Yeah, weapons that bop. I have enough bop weapons that I'm not going to take that. I will take the baby good mimic, though. Just because I'm always a fan of trying to find a good set of friends for the baby good mimic. Henchman rifle's okay. Unfortunately, that means this is a blue pactive, and I don't get to open it because I don't have a key available for it. Is there a... Did I find a secret room yet this floor? No? Okay, let's start curling around. Just quickly check the walls, see if we find a snitch brick. The brick of cash spawns snitch bricks outside of secret rooms that are just out there pointing out the secret room for you. Really wish I had a speed up at this point. That's another thing that blue pactive chests are really good for, which I probably mentioned basically every episode. Speed ups are in the blue pactive chest pool and are really important, and I like speed ups. I like having at least one a run. I mean, I'm not going to complain about having more, but at least the one. Left of this wall hasn't been checked. Okay, sweet. So everything on the north of this map except here has now been checked. See the annoyance here? There's not even guaranteed to be a secret room after I check all of these. Ugh. Nothing. Nothing. That's a nothing. All right, no secret rooms. That's lame as hell. Did check this final room here, right? Yeah, because I looped through this room to come back. Yeah, no secret room adjacencies. Oh, well. Absolute shame, that. Let's go back to the Luxon cannon as our primary weapon. Do I want an offhanded weapon? Yeah, I do, and I'll put the stinger there just as a get the hell away from me right now button. Tommy, get out of the refrigerator right now! My impersonation of Thomas Middleditch's impersonation of dubstep. What a timely reference! Hang on. Thank you. And all y'all as well, just for easily getting blown away by that. Do have to keep an eye on these walls, though. I don't want to have to do the same scouting at the end of the floor as I just did for the secret room. It should be fine. Just gonna kick that over for a wee bit of fire in the middle of the map. Really? What an awful roll. I hate just slightly rolling onto a catch. Well, that room got blanked, so we know there's no secret room there. Bullets coming from a direction you're not expecting. What'd I say? That one's totally fair, though. I should have known that was there. Ah! Oh, stay away. I want them both at range and not. Not at range just because this weapon doesn't have much accuracy. And at range so that I don't take so much damage to them. No snitch brick over there. Come on, just die very quickly. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen as soon as I was trying to move myself during a room on web in between those shots. Especially from that poor of a range. Okay, so this is almost certainly Bombardier, then... Sling, I guess. So ideally, I want to bounce it off the wall behind the Bombardier, then have it hit the Bombardier, which I'm doing a couple of times here. Apparently, doing it this way, it should deal double damage. And if it's not dealing double damage, then what? We get mad style points for it at the very least. Got him. That only took 11 shots, and not all of those hit the target. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually does work. Ah. You dying in a timely fashion. Damn it. I want to waste a bunch of crystals. I was trying to wait until the important enemy spawned. I already wasted all of my crystals trying to kill just one of them. Bad play, Ryan. I mean, another thing that I'm obviously going to want to pick up is Silver Bullets, which is another blue chest active. So there's a lot in the blue chest that I'm after. Gungeon is also a blue chest active. Probably a bit late to really build up a Gungeon, but I would have two. So it would definitely become my priority. Entering from the bottom of the map, that means this is either Kill Pillars or High Priest. If it's the High Priest, I'm just not going to be perfecting it, probably. Oh, it's Kill Pillars. Sure. I don't think I have an obvious better weapon for Kill Pillars than just AoE explosive. I might, though. Are any of these obviously better? I mean, it's debatable that the Luxon cannon might be. Just due to the fact that the Luxon cannon already has, obviously, the damage up attached to it. But... one sec. It's not going to be slowing down time, thanks to the explosions. And it doesn't spawn bees, which is dope as hell. But the penetrative factor of those final 3 shots in the Luxon cannon, that could actually be important. I think I will just stick with this over the rest of the fight, though. Especially because if I end up timing this perfectly, I could kill both of the final targets with the same attack. Oof, almost rolled into that. No, I'm not going to kill both of the final targets with the same attack. Okay, so it's just this final kill pillar then. I have one more blank. Neat. You can time your shots against it with this weapon to never really give it an opportunity to shoot you. With a little bit more reload speed, I'd be able to do that ad infinitum, but not yet. 32 shots from this in order to kill? Yeah, it's pretty good. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck. Really? A brown chest that is... I'm gonna put the stinger on the offhand so I can refill it. Yeah, a brown chest weapon that is a basic spawn for a character, so it has few, if any, synergies. Not super into that. This late in the game as well? Ugh. I'm just out here looking for my snitch brick. That's all I really care about at this point. Find me the most secretive room. Now, I do have Book of Chest Anatomy, so destroying chests is not a big deal for me. Making sure there's no snitch brick. Well, there it is, obviously. So the ideal method here is figure out which chests I'm going to open, which chests I'm not going to open, shoot all of the ones I'm open the ones I am going to open, then shoot all the ones I'm not going to open, rather than dealing with them piecemeal. Spawn all these enemies and fight them. Because opening chests might affect whether or not I open the rest of them. I mean, I might get Mimic Tooth Necklace. It's probably the best thing that I could pick up at this point. Because I'm pretty sure I can't find Skeleton Gun or AK-47 anymore. See, I keep... One sec. For you to not be stealing my bullets. Yeah, I keep reloading too early and preventing myself from even getting off the crystal shots from this gun. Ooh, okay. That's theft. I mean, we do have a fair bit of money, but theft is good for getting some curse up. 1 point of curse per thing I steal. That said, I'm not just going to be stealing for the sake of stealing in order to get the damage up. Crown of Guns? Maybe. Cell Grate? Probably not. Oh, whoa! Oh, right, never mind. I can have a second one on this floor. Full Metal Jacket. Well, I'm into that. It's also the Patriot. Unless Patriot has a synergy with something that I'm already holding, I'm just gonna skip that one. Patriot with Icebreaker. Ration, Cigarettes, Fortune's Favor, Ancient Heroes Bandana, or Box. No. Definitely not needed. I don't think Full Metal Jacket has any synergies with anything that I have at the moment. But I actually kind of like taking it now. Gives you 1 piece of armor, composite gun, badge. That's it. Okay. I mean, Wood Beam is extra curse. But I probably don't want... Why am I checking for secret rooms? I have snitch bricks. Steal Full Metal Jacket. And then over here, I'll probably buy the key before the Crown of Guns. Yeah, key before the Crown of Guns, and I can't afford... I can afford the Crown of Guns. No, I can't. Yeah, it should come up in red if I can't afford it. I thought, at least. Alright, let's go open this green chest first, so I know whether... active or passive. Right. So the other blue chest is a gun. So it's the least valuable thing on the floor at the moment. It gives us a key. Neat. So now I can open 2 of the other blue chests. Doesn't matter on its location. I should just open them. Gun boots. Slight speed up as well as shots behind me when I roll. Bees. Lame. Nothing I can really do with that. Alright, well, now I have permanent flight. I do like that a lot. I've got a blank for that as well. Think we're good. Think it's all hunky-dory. Let's bounce. 33 minutes in, just entering the forge. Yeah, it's not bad pace. It's not great pace, though. That's a lot of full clears is what that is. Ooh. Sweet. I'll take my extra armor, thank you. Nice try, Forge Hammer, but it's a rough job trying to hit me at this point. I'm pretty speedy, especially outside of combat, which that room counts as. And I have flight. Do gotta keep an eye on the ammunition for this weapon. Because we're not too far from me having a real bad time. Getting down to the bottom... really? Getting down to the bottom of a clip of this weapon and... it's not having enough to finish the enemy that I'm desperate to kill. Sweet. Room could not have gone better. Well, look, there's the snitch brick. It's our only blank, though. But I can't damage myself. So I have to. Wait, I had Little Bomber. No, I didn't have Little Bomber. Otherwise, the Crown of Guns would have been the obvious choice. Because then I would have had King Bomber. Right, let's have a look through our weapons, because it's almost... This is definitely going to be Luxon. Never mind. Gotta stop deluding myself. That was never an option. Okay, so I'll be buying one of these and stealing one of these. Balloon Gun probably doesn't have any synergies with anything we currently have. I think I will steal the Chamber Gun. It's another point of curse. And probably buy the Gunlight Gauntlet. I already have flight, so Balloon Gun isn't necessary for that. Almost certain it doesn't have any synergies with anything that I'm currently holding. Mega Hand or a Gunny Corsair, Helix and Angry. Okay, never. Yeah, we just take the Gunlight. And then if we find another store with something we desperately want, we can just steal that. Okay, I should not have played that as dangerously as I did. It's unfortunate. The Brick of Cash only found us secret rooms that I was already going to find because they were adjacent to the obvious rooms to check for secret room adjacencies. When it catches secret rooms that you weren't expecting, that's when it really pays off. For only a keys investment, I'm always happy to pick it up. It's more of a quality of life thing than it is like a power kind of thing. Hell yeah, thank you for the ammo. As we get more curse, we will get more ammo as well, so. That might be one of the reasons, wow. That might be one of the reasons that we now seem to have a solution to a problem that we were having just a floor ago. We now have 2 more curse. Actually, speaking of having curse. Oh, really? Really? I had to walk into that? God, Ryan. Mimic! Yeah, curses also make chests more likely to be mimics. Which is great for me, because I have no keys. And no money to get them. Scouter, you know what? How much do you actually give me in terms of curse? Because I do need to track the amount of curse I have. Curse by 1. Oh, it also increases your damage by 10% and decreases bullet spread by 10%, increasing your accuracy. Oh, okay. This is actually a really, really good item. Okay, so I have 1 point of curse for having stolen full metal, 1 point of curse for cursed bullets, 1 point of curse for the scouter, 1 point of curse, just 1 point of curse for the unicorn horn, right? Might be 1.5. Nope, just 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then have I stolen any guns? I have 5. So I have 5 points of curse for 50% damage up. As well as 25% damage up on the Luxon cannon just because of the synergy that I have for it. And then another 10% damage up because of the scouter. Stealing 9 damage per shot. What's it? So 9 damage per shot. The gun usually does... yeah, the gun usually does 4.5, so I've effectively doubled its damage. Great. And it's a wee bit more accurate. Like, I'd still prefer, you know, more accuracy. Like, weapon spread down of 10% isn't monumental. It's okay, though. Not going to complain too loudly about it. I do just like having health bars on the enemy, though. I understand why the game doesn't give them to you by base, but after a certain level of familiarity with the game, it just feels like it'd be a nice thing to have. Had to be a gun muncher, eh? I don't want to munch any guns with curse. Shotbow's really bad, though. And heavy rifle's not particularly accurate. Yeah, those are 2 green tier weapons that I can throw away right now. Pretty happy with that. Alright, gun muncher. Show me a good time. That's a judge, hell yeah. Pretty big fan of the judge. I'm not going to use it at all this run, but yeah, it's fine. I mean, basically, what that room was at its highest aspiration for me is the ability to pick up another thing that synergizes with one of the weapons that I'm currently holding and makes them better. I was never really going to pick up a weapon from that trade that was actually going to be carrying me through. I have far too much investment in all of the other stuff I already have. So it's pretty simple for the Forge Hammer. My technique is just roll back in the direction that it landed. I can't spawn keys after this boss fight, so we just kill this chest now. Give me the fossilized gun, sure. And nothing else I can really do with this floor. Alright. What do I want to use to kill the boss? Oh, I have every master round so far. Neat. Huh. Didn't even think about that. I mean, this could be a cool way to deal a bunch of damage. Yeah, I mean, this is... hang on. Well, there's the obvious problem with this, which is I'm about to run out of ammunition, or rather I'm using a lot of ammunition in my chamber gun, which is pretty obviously going to be my floor clear next floor. I think I'm comfortable doing that. Worst case scenario, I can try and go back to the forge and try and steal the ammo that's available in the forge. Gotta remember, I don't have any blanks available here, so I can't just try and blank an easy roll. Or blank to make an easy roll, rather. Yeah, I was pretty certain that was going to be a 2-cycle. I really should have been using the drill for that part. I wonder if the drill is affected by flak bullets in the same way that Alien Engine is. I think Alien Engine is like multiple discrete bullets. I don't think drill is any bullets, but it might be a bunch. 50, 47. You saw that damage. Well, I guess we do have a weapon that's going to that's going to trigger the boss cap. Or rather, trigger the boss armor by hitting a certain damage cap. Yeah, I guess I'll try and steal some more ammunition here. Yep, alright. She noticed me. As soon as that wears off, she'll just disappear with all of her stuff, by the way. Like, I can't interact with any of it here. Yep, she's unstunned. Really? Huh. Does she wait until I leave the room? Yeah, she waits until I leave the room. Yeah. She just stays there. I guess she's an important NPC to be able to talk to for the Bullet and Kill the Past and the trade-in of the ruby bracelet as well. By the way, for anyone wondering, I have already traded in the ruby bracelet. That is already done. Because I've been down to Bullet Hell multiple times with the ruby bracelet active in its new form and had people say, hey, Raps, trade the ruby bracelet. No, I've already done that. Oh, this gun is now magically refilled. Okay. Wild. I guess maybe because I just technically activated a synergy for it, and then that synergy would have tried to change it into a different state of itself. I don't know exactly what's causing the fact that this is full of ammunition now, but I now know that it is full of ammunition. and will abuse that rightfully. Oh. Yeah, no, that's all just going in the chamber gun. No other considerations. Nothing else is slightly as important as the chamber gun now. Definitely hasn't been nerfed yet, I'll tell you that much. Ooh, that's rough. That thing's jammed and it died that quickly. Wild. Absolutely wild. I'm actually going to go upwards. I think it's south. No, I think it's south. I'm going to go with my instinct. My instinct is that south is the correct direction. Wow, it's not. This is looping back. I was actually initially correct. That's what I get for second guessing myself. Just have more confidence, Rhapsody. Should be. Yeah. This is already immediately proven that this is the right path. Ammo. I love that I have flight as well, just because it makes bullet hell so much quicker, not having to traverse all of those gaps. Yeah, there we go. Well, you're down, respawn. A lot of the time when there's not multiple waves spawning, you can just walk from room to room, just like immediately to the exit, just firing your gun the entire time, and hey, that works out for you. It's a bad position to put myself in, obviously. Well, let's see this hit boss armor. Although it does it does hit constantly, yes, so we're not even going to see what it does. See how I'm dealing a bunch of damage and then it tapers off? As soon as it tapers off, I stop shooting for a second. Wait, comes back up. I'm mentioning this because I had a question on Twitter recently that was saying, hey, Raps, when you hit the DPS cap, aren't you just doing the largest amount of DPS that you can deal to that boss? So why do you care about stopping firing? And that's because the maximum DPS that you can deal to a boss is actually above the amount of damage that you can deal to a boss through its boss armor. The DPS cap that triggers boss armor is much higher than the amount of DPS you deal through boss armor. So you do want to wait for it to wear off. It's not just an ammo conservation thing, it's just it's actually just better for damage. Not a great roll there. Worked out in the end, but it wasn't a good roll. This chamber gun is going to be nerfed. It has to be. I'd like if its first level was buffed, because its first level is just like a straight up revolver, but it's actually like worse than almost every revolver in the game. So that, like, I also think it's far easier to sell a nerf to a community, especially a community as rabid as the Enter the Gungeon one, which I obviously consider myself part of that community. I tried to blank there, by the way, just didn't have blank. It's much easier to sell to the community as a rebalance. Like, oh, its effectiveness in Hell has been, like, it could probably straight up be halved at this point, and it would still be really good. Its effectiveness in Hell has been lowered, but its first floor and second floor effectiveness, like the shotgun and the revolver versions, have been made better. Like, I could totally see that being shipped. But it definitely needs to have something done about the fact that it's... Like, sure, I had a lot of damage up in this run, but just with the chamber gun going to bullet hell, with no damage modifiers, you can clear pretty easily everything up until the boss with a single load of ammunition. It's pretty wild. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Enter the Gungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.